Hey, what's up guys, it's Ryan and welcome to week number 60 of the top 5 Skyrim mods of the week. I can't believe we've already made it to 60 weeks, it's kind of crazy, but let's keep going with the mods. Starting off at our number 5 spot, we have Zerofrost Mythical Armor 3, the Valkyrie armor. Now basically what this mod does is it adds a full suit of armor into the game along with a sword and a shield based on the Norse mythology. Now there's also a place that you can find this called Silent Moon's Camp, and it has all the armor, but I found it really easy just to go to the forge itself and to craft it all myself using the materials needed. You'll need some quicksilver ingots, some gold ingots, some steel ingots, along with some leather and, just the basic crafting materials. And you'll be able to craft this super sweet armor. I think it looks really awesome. And it's only female armor, however. You have to be a female to actually wear this and for it actually to look right, which I think is okay. I've never actually covered a mod that is strictly female driven. So I changed my character to a female, and after putting the armor on, it looks really badass. I think they did a really good job putting together this armor and making it look really good. It's very bright. It has like a really nice purple shade to it, and I think that's really cool. Purple is one of my favorite colors, and it has a nice glow to it. And the shield as well, if you look closely at the shield's eyes actually glow. If you make the awoken version, it's like a super powerful version that you can make at the forge, and once it's crafted, the eyes on the shield actually glow. And same with the sword. There's an ordinary sword, and then whenever you make the awoken sword, the eye that's in the center of the sword also glows, which I think is really cool. I think it's a really cool aspect that they put into this mod. And all around, this mod is great to add to your playthroughs because I feel like if you're playing as a female character, you'll be able to look way more badass and way more intimidating if you wear this suit of armor, because it just looks really good and it's really cool looking, and especially the eyes glowing on the shield and the sword that glows just makes it really just puts it all together, and that's why it comes in at our number 5 spot, so I'd recommend giving it a try. Coming in at our number 4 spot, we have Missives. Now, this concept was in Elder Scrolls Online, and I really thought that it was a great thing to add into the game. Now, basically what it is it adds a big board with a bunch of pieces of paper on it. These are little miscellaneous quests that you can get, and I think every 48 hours they'll regenerate with new random quests that you can do, so it already adds way more playtime into the game and way more little mini quests to do. And as you can see, I picked up ones that, they were very simple. They just wanted me to collect common soul gems and iron ore, which is very easy to get and I can get throughout my playthrough. And once I'm finished with these little miscellaneous quests, I can go to the same exact city that I picked it up in, because I'm pretty sure whatever city that you get it from, whether it's Windhelm or Whiterun or any city that you get the missive from, you'll be able to actually go to that same city and complete the quest. They won't send you out of your way to go to a far cave and get stuff and actually do stuff for a quest there. All of it is all around in the same city, so if you're going to get a reward, the person is going to be in the city that you got it from. So this mod comes in handy if you're running low on gold and need something really quick, or you have an economy mod installed where it makes gold a lot harder to find. Then this mod will definitely be useful for you, and you'll definitely put it to good use. So that's why it comes in at our number 4 spot, so I'd recommend giving it a try. Coming in at our number 3 spot, we have Briar Manor. Now, Briar Manor is a house with 3 beds, and it's fully customized for followers. And there is also a large area with potted alchemy plants, retextured trees, and other plants. As you can see, I'm showing you that right now. There's a few animals and 3 retextured horses, along with some crafting, alchemy, and enchanting tables. And it's located right outside of Rorikstead, and you can already fast travel to it. It already has a marker and everything, so you can just travel right there, straight from whenever you load up the mod. Now, it's a pretty small house, but I am going to be giving you guys a small little tour, so let's begin.
There's nothing left for me to do than run and act myself a fool. No point in trusting anyone. Your eyes of diamonds keep me up. Never thought that it could be this rough. No point in trusting anyone.
So as you can see, it is a very small house, but it also has everything that you're going to need in a playthrough, whether it's all the crafting tables and storage containers that you're going to need in a house, and it's all crammed together in a very nice and beautiful way, so that it's not too crammed and it's also not too open as well. So that's what I really like in a house mod, and that's why it comes in at our number 3 spot, so I'd strongly recommend downloading it. Coming in at our number 2 spot, we have TLS Thaumaturgy. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce that. And what this mod does is it adds a whole bunch of new enchanted items into the game that can be found in the Bannered Mare and White Run with a guy with a Daedric helmet. Some of the enchantments on the items that he gives you is Beauty Mode, which makes everything look pretty, which is more of like a, it changes the contrast of what you're actually looking at and makes everything look cool. There's Blur Mode, which adds blur effects, including motion blur from whenever you move around. There's the Immersive Mode enchantment, which is whenever you swing your sword, run, shoot a bow, or anything like that, they will also take stamina. There's a Notifier, which is when it'll notify you whenever your health, magicka, or stamina is low, and it's for those who play without HUD. There's the Speed Emulator, which is whenever you can swing your weapon after equipping right away. There's a Picture Mode enchantment, which stops time almost completely to take great screenshots. That's pretty useful. Then there's a Half Speed enchantment, which is just a slow ride. You know, you can take it easy and the game doesn't run too fast. Then there's a Showtime one, which is whenever you want to go Last Samurai on everyone. It slows everything down and you can just go complete ham on everybody. There's also a Pathfinder enchantment, which is whenever you're standing still, the active quest marker will actually appear as if you're using the one spell that whenever you cast it, it'll show the path to the current goal. You won't actually have to be using that spell, just whenever you stand still, it'll show you the path to the current goal, which I think is a pretty cool aspect. There's a Hunting Dog enchantment, which is whenever you put a ring on that has the enchantment, a dog will appear and it'll attack anything for you, such as deer and stuff like that whenever you're hunting. There's a No Fast Travel or Sleep enchantment, which is when equipped, it disables sleeping and fast travel, which is pretty good for people who are playing a more difficult playthrough and want to actually not fast travel or sleep during their playthrough. Now these rings don't take up a slot and are marked at the very bottom of your inventory, marked ZZZ. So that means you can put all these enchantments on at once without having to have another ring modifier mod that allows you to wear more rings. So you can just put them all on, all these settings that you want, you can put all the rings on and you can just play through there. There's also a spell that's added with this mod that makes it so whenever it's casted, everyone that's attacking you will all of a sudden not want to attack you anymore. It'll be like you pretty much disappeared. You'll be able to fast travel. You'll be able to wait. You'll be able to do pretty much anything. It'll make it so there's no enemies nearby anymore. Everyone will just pretty much forgive you. I think that's a pretty useful spell. So with everything that this mod adds, it'll definitely make for a better playthrough, and if you're one of those people who actually likes to have a challenge whenever they're doing a playthrough, then this is definitely the mod for you, because it'll make the game a whole lot harder if you enable all of these enchantments. So that's why it comes in at our number 2 spot, so I'd recommend giving it a try. Coming in at our number 1 spot, we have Sakura, which is a player home. Now this player home is amazing. Sakura is a player home located near Windhelm that you can find on your map right away. Sakura has a main room, a master bedroom, a kitchen with a fridge, a basement with containers and crafting stations. It has some closets and a children's room. There's also a couple different areas that you can explore. There's a place called Mother's Love, which is a storytelling place that is in the house where if you go in, you'll just have to see it for yourself. It's a long story that's told and it's very powerful. It's a very powerful story actually. If you go in, it'll just automatically start playing this song and someone will start talking over it, and that's pretty much it. You just got to listen through the whole thing. And some of the other things it comes with, there's also access to the Windhelm Pit, which doesn't really have much use. You can walk in there and it's a pretty cool place to be, and there's a bunch of NPCs there, but there isn't really much to do there. And then there's also a place where if you go into the children's room and you activate a little book that's on the corner, you can actually teleport down into like a little version of you, and you can go and play with the action figures. You can walk around and there's a bunch of action figures that are your height, and you could just walk around as if you're, you know, in the imagination of the kid playing with the action figures. So I think that's a really cool aspect. Now I'm going to be showing you guys a little bit around this house, so let's begin.
There's nothing left for me to do. I'm running back myself a fool. No point in trusting anyone. Your eyes of diamonds keep me up. Never thought that it could be this rough. No point in trusting anyone.
So as you can see, this is a rather large player home, and it comes with everything that you're going to need, all the crafting stations, and a bunch of stuff that is, just added on that I think is really cool, especially the children's room. I think that's a super cool addition that they did in this mod. And yeah, that's definitely why it comes in at our number 1 spot. It's a great house. It has everything that you're going to need. It's pretty big, and it's decorated very nicely, and it looks like that they spent a lot of time putting this mod together. So like I said, that's why it comes in at our number 1 spot, so I'd strongly recommend downloading it. So that's pretty much it for this week's episode of the top 5 Skyrim mods of the week. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, and if you did, I'd appreciate it if you left a like and subscribe if you're new. It helps me out a lot. And if you have any suggestions for mods you'd like me to cover in future top 5 mod episodes, be sure to let me know by leaving a comment down below, or you could follow me on Twitter. I'll be sure to leave my Twitter in the description, and you guys can follow me on there and leave me suggestions through there as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, and I'll talk to you guys later.